Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor at Wyzant answering this question. It's kind of a fun question on geometry that came in and posted on the question board. So I thought it might be nice to take a look at it. Okay, so once I get it anchored, we'll get started. So you have a triangle ABC in which the angle B is twice the size of angle C. Must it be true that side AC is twice the size of AB? So that's the first part of this question, part A. So for part A, I would just give you a counter example where angle B is twice the size of angle of the C. So here's ABC, and let's pretend it's a right angle. Okay, so that would make this 45 and 45 because these angles would be the half the size of the right angle. And I think you know from your 45, 45, 90 that the way we measure the sides is this is A root 2. And so obviously side B over side C. So this is side B, little lowercase b over side C is just going to be A root 2 over A. So the ratio here is the square root of 2. So the ratio of the sides is the square root of 2, even though the ratio of the angles is 2 to 1. Okay, so that clearly shows that by counterexample, that this is not going to hold all the time. So that's part A. Part B is asking, could it ever hold? And for that, we need to use a little bit more advanced information, or there might be some other way to show it, but I'm going to use the law of sines. You haven't seen the law of sines in geometry, but when you get a little further along in your studies, you'll find out that A over sine A equals B over sine B, sine of angle B. Let's rewrite this. So A over B is equal to the sine A over sine B. So in this problem, this ratio A over B is a half, which means if we cross multiply, or let's say it's 2, let's just use 2, it's easier. 2 over 1, A would be the larger angle. And that's true if the sine of A is equal to the sine of B. So could you find an angle equals 2 and A over B is 2 also? The measure of angle A divided by the measure of angle B is also double. And could you find a ratio where that's 2? So could it be true? Could it ever be true? So this is the sine of A or the sine of 2B. Sorry, sine of A is the bigger one. So A is the bigger one, so this is 2B. the sine of B. And there's a double angle formula. Again, math that you probably haven't seen in school yet about the sine of twice the angle. So the sine of twice the angle is 2. It's 2 sine B cosine B over sine of B, like that. So, and you're wondering if this could be 2 over 1. And so the sines cancel. 2 cosine B equals 2 cosine B equals 1. And the angle whose cosine is 1 is 0. And that's the only way that would work. And of course, if the angle B were 0, you wouldn't have a triangle. So I would say no, it can never be true. But I'm using law of sines over here, and I'm using the double angle formula over here. And these are things that you might not have studied yet. Okay, so, but it's a fun problem. So there's your answer. Okay, hope this was helpful to you. I'm sorry I had to go beyond what you learned in geometry in order to show it to you. So that's it for this one. Bye-bye.